Hello, everybody, and welcome to my student reflection. So let's get into it. For the first question, it is, what is my project? My project is on the death penalty and whether we should abolish it or we should keep it in place. I have the podcasts up on my website that you'll see on the slide. For the next question is, what was the process to create my project? So I started off by looking through my options. My options were to make a newspaper, a TV broadcast, or a podcast. So I chose a podcast because that sounded fun to me, and I stuck with it through all of my through the whole class, and that's what I did for every podcast, or what should I say? Every single time we had an option to make a news piece, like a paper, a broadcast, or a podcast, I always chose podcast, so I stuck with it. And it worked out really well. I think that they're pretty good. I feel I can really express my opinions over voice, because then I can add in sarcasm. I can change the tone. I can do it a lot better than through typing. So the next question is, what did I display through my project? Well, I displayed my understanding of bias and learning both sides of the story before you can choose a side and really really know what you're rooting for. So if I were just to read one article on the death penalty, and this article is for the death penalty, and it lists some good reasons, I'll be like, yeah, okay, the death penalty is a good thing, that's cool. But then if I were to look into the other side and look at the bad parts of the death penalty, then I might side against the death penalty. I still might side for the death penalty, but at least I'll know I'll know both sides, and I'll know what I'm rooting for. So I would say for sure I've learned bias, and I've learned how to really learn about both sides before I come to a conclusion on what I feel is right. The next question is, what learning did I achieve that was left out of my project? I would say a lot of me analyzing my documents. I have one of my documents that I've analyzed up on the slide, but then there's so many more that are not listed. So I would say most of that is left out, but you can see my progress displayed through my podcasts. They get better and better. They get more higher quality. They get more feeling, I guess. They get more devotion to it, and it really feels like I'm wanting to make this podcast, and I'm really trying to express myself and express my point. So I would say you can definitely tell as you go from podcast to podcast. And for the last question is, what did I learn about myself through virtual distance learning? I learned that I do work better solo. And obviously at school, you hang out with your friends. I'm always sitting by my friends, and I get more work done when I'm not sitting by my friends. That's kind of a no-brainer, but yeah, I do definitely get a lot more work done when I'm not distracted by everything else. And I do like distance learning. I think it was a really cool experience. Obviously, it was a forced experience, but I thought it was cool. You got to work from home. I could sleep in until 1 and then get all my work done for the day after I wake up. So I did like that part. Lots of sleep, and that was nice. What else? I would say that getting to choose what I want to work on instead of going class to class was really nice. So if I want to do, because normally I'll do ALEKS in the morning. I don't really like to do that because in the morning I'm still kind of tired. I'm asleep. I don't want to do math right away. So I'll do some reading, and then I'll analyze a document, and then I can go to math after I get those brain juices flowing and all that stuff. So yeah, I would say this was definitely a different experience. I thought it was a good one, but yeah. Bye.